that we're going to show you a video before we talk about the very first one.
More than you've done in 47 years, Joe.
The question is no.
Ukraine.
No, sir.
With $1 billion, if you
That is absolutely not true.
So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State.
You're going to have
True.
Gentlemen, I hate to raise my voice, but it seems to be, why should I be different than the two of you?
Vote now.
gonna pack the
Make
court?
sure you, in fact, let people know
He doesn't want
you're a
to answer the
senator.
question.
I'm not going to answer the question
Why
because
wouldn't you answer that
because
question?
the question
you want to put a
is
lot of
the
new
question
Supreme Court
is
justice,
the
radical
question-
left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list, Joe?
One of the big debates we had with 23 of my colleagues trying to win the nomination that I won were saying that Biden wanted to allow people to have private insurance still. They can. They do. They will under my proposal.
It's not what you've said,
But
and it's not what
that
your party
is-
has said.
that is simply
your party
a lie.
doesn't say it. Your
That
party
is
wants to
simple.
go socialist
My
medicine
party is
and
me.
socialist
Right
healthcare.
now, I am
and
the
they're going to
Democratic
dominate
Party.
you, Joe. You know that.
I am the Democratic Party right now. Everything he's saying so far is simply a lie. I'm not here to call out his lies. Everybody knows he's a liar.
But you
I just
agree,
want to
and
make
Joe,
sure.
you're the liar.
I want to make sure.
Graduated last in your class, not first in your class.
There is no manifesto, number
Please
one.
let him speak, Mr.
Number
President.
two.
You just lost the left.
Number two.
You just lost the left. You agreed with Bernie Sanders on a plan.
I don't know if you even understand what was going on. Just that was the first presidential debate that ended up as a little couscous between the president and the former vice president. So
It was the worst.
and the moderator didn't help. I don't think the moderator helped.
Had no control.
Yeah.
And you know, I was asking last night, if you did not watch the Donald Trump and Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden's debate last night, our neighbors there in America, as they faced off for the first time in the 2020 election, then you need to watch it on YouTube. It is hilarious, but a sad state of affairs.
I kind of disagree. I don't know if you need to watch it. because
No, if you want to laugh, as I say, you gotta laugh sometimes in life.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
Some would say chaotic.
Yeah.
The results were chaotic. What else is going on?
Well, condolences to the family of Mr. Alan Ricketts, who you'd have seen here on Smile many times, a veteran agriculturist and sugarcane farming expert. Had the pleasure of coaching his son at St. George's College. So condolences, he was 79 years old, and apparently he was ailing for some time. I didn't know that, but he was the former chairman of the All-Ireland Jamaica Cane Farmers Association. He was also a host, a radio host. He leaves behind widow Claudette Jackson Richards and children. So again, condolences to the family of Mr. Ricketts.
Wow.
Next one.
Condolences, yes. The NIDS law may be here by the end of the year, my people. The Prime Minister of Jamaica in Parliament on Tuesday said that a National Identification System, NIDS, Policy Committee, along with the Legislation Committee, which is a subcommittee of the Cabinet, will review the bill before its tabling in Parliament. He's expecting that review process to be completed by the end of October. And the PM said that once the bill is tabled in Parliament, the committee, Joint Select Committee, would be established to navigate the deliberations to arrive at a satisfactory national identification and registration bill. Unlike the National Identification and Registration Act 2017, which was struck down, as we all know, it was all over the news, as unconstitutional by the Supreme Court after a challenge by MP Julian Robinson, the new bill will be placed before the Joint Select Committee to give us, Jamaica, the people, an opportunity to comment on the proposed statute. So there is a website set up. I think we should all get involved to see what's happening. It's nidsfacts.com. It's a chance for all of us Jamaicans to comment on the bill, according to the Prime Minister. So let's review that. And the opposition leader, Dr. Peter Phillips, said that the parliamentary opposition was never opposed to NIDS in principle, to be clear. However, he said that the matter was brought to court because of the issues of excessive intrusion in securing biometric data. So the opposition leader said that he's pleased with the PM, and and has given the commitment that the new legislation will be referred to the Joint Select Committee for review. So it's important that this is about us Jamaicans, and you need to go and read the NIDS facts so we know what it's about because it involves us. All right? So that's what's going on. That's what's hot.
Next one. I don't know if you saw this picture from in Junction where the road collapsed. It was actually not a good look at all. Apparently, they've cleared the section of the roadway. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? Wow. Apparently, it's in the vicinity of the Westmoreland Bridge in St. Mary. Collapsed on Monday, and apparently you couldn't pass. And yesterday, the NWA crews refilled the collapse area, so traffic could go from the Westmoreland Bridge to Broadgate and beyond. Mr. Shaw from the NWA communications manager said there was an inherent weakness at that location. He said they had put together a technical plan, costings and everything, and they're waiting some final instructions from the government to proceed. So hopefully, look at that. That's incredible.
Wow.
Why?
Can that happen while somebody's driving
I was
on
just
it?
going to say I am very happy that I wasn't driving on that train.
Oh my God.
I think fright alone would have killed me. If it never mashed up the car, I think just some fright. I think that alone.
So is that the infrastructure wasn't put to, it wasn't...
Well, apparently they are fixing it. And well, he said we put together a technical plan. He said there's always that plan to do a fulsome project, so it was always on the drawing board. He said the crumbling of the structure was not a fundamental setback, so apparently they're going to be all right.
I think, this sounds like we need to have an audit of all roads and all infrastructure, because it's like...
I still can't figure out why... Well, let me stop. I can figure out because they have said it. It's more expensive, but I still think the material and the wherewithal that they use for the highways should be done for the city streets, because they have heavy rain and the highway stand up firm.
Yeah.
But there's a road, and I'm not teasing you, that they'll fix it Monday, and if it rains Tuesday, it gone again Wednesday. And I'm not teasing.
So why don't you tell us where this road is?
No,
so I don't
I'm
drive
serious.
on.
Many of them,
I know,
many of them are
lot,
like
I
that.
know.
But
I don't know when you said there's this particular
but there's this
road.
particular one that I traverse regularly. And I'm serious. They will fix, and I'm not teasing it, they will fix it on Monday, and then Tuesday have plenty rain, and on Wednesday it look just like what it looked before they fix it.
You know
on
what
Monday.
that sounds like? It sounds like
It's
what
true.
it sounds like what we do for everything. When there's a problem in Jamaica, we have this Band-Aid. We put a Band-Aid on it, and the root problem and the cause is always there, and it keeps resurfacing.
It is something that I've spoken about with people here, and the reason apparently is that there's just too much money to do what they do on the highways.
But you see, I'm wondering then, the reality is
But
it's
to
too
me,
much.
it's penny, what you call it?
Every time
penny
you fix
something
it-
Pound, penny wise, pound foolish,
Yeah.
because you keep fixing it. So maybe if one time you just go so bam and spend the money and fix it one time, then I mean it won't need fixing again, you know, because it's not, you know, but maybe it won't need fixing a year after or 2 years after instead of every month. And that road, again, the hole is right where it normally is. Yeah, man. And Sheffield is telling me about another street.
He
that's
said
like
Chisholm Avenue.
Yeah,
Call
that's
out the road. Chisholm Avenue, he says, our colleague says, that road needs to be reviewed. Never won't call out him road because I don't want you to know him drive every morning.
Which is true.
However, I'm sure he will let the NWC know.
I actually told them about it.
You did? Okay,
And every
there you
time
go.
I tell them come fix it, and then rain, and it gone again.
But you see what he just said? Every time he tells them about his road, they fix it. I've been waiting for 50 years and my road now fixed. I'm minority 50. I joke. But never not setting you up.
No, you can't
but you
set
did
me
the
up.
right thing.
No, you can't set me up. And then I live close to big time people.
Yes.
Joke me a bit.
I was going to say yes.
There's a community that I go to.
Yes.
And in that community, only one single road, well, the last time I went, only one single road have light in that community.
And did you call?
And then them tell me that is because a certain man live on the road, why is the road alone have the light.
Oh,
So
I know who you're talking about. You're talking about...
that is Jamaica.
That is
Education
Jamaica.
Minister CSEC to discuss alleged discrepancy. We've been hearing this about that some of the students and some of the teachers also are not too impressed with the marking, the grades of CSEC and CAPE, and they will be looking at that. We had a chat.
Yeah, it's
about that
alleged
already.
discrepancies,
Yeah.
and what we're saying is that, and I know the minister is saying, don't post it on social media. There is a
Yeah.
channel set up for you to formally complain. But we've seen it. I've seen it on some of our young people's results. But let's hope that we will have that resolved in as soon as possible.